me you got two Juno nominees together who have never met, correct?
No, sir. Nice to see you.
Making friends on the red carpet. Where better to do it?
And that's the way you should do it too, man. How does it feel, though? I'm going to ask you first, my friend, because we did our interview. How does it feel being here, part of history? Because let's face it, this is the first time we're all coming together.
I know, this is a very warm time in history. I can tell you, if everyone can see their face in my forehead, you can tell how warm it is in here. It's so great to be in a room full of people. It's so nice to be in a room full of people who I admire, whose music I listen to right here, so I'm really, really excited to be back.
I was going to say, but like, what were your thoughts when you knew this was going to happen? You were going to come back to Toronto. You were going to be part of, the fans. Everybody was going to be together. What were you thinking, man? Because literally, it's been a long, long time for this to happen.
I thought, wow, this is so cool to finally be back doing it. And now here we are doing it. It's incredible.
Well, what are you nominated for?
Alternative Album of the Year.
The album is?
Death of an Optimist.
What is the album about?
It's a referendum on hope. I spent 2 years really wondering, so much of my music is about activism and positive change in your community. And when you do that for a couple of years on end, you start to question, is that progress actually going to be actualized in our community? And so it was, some days I was hopeful, some days pessimistic, and that conflict is what birthed this album.
Did COVID have something to do with this, what we were seeing?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. The pandemic played a role, the brutalization of all kinds of, people who are subjugated by systemic violence and racism. All of that played a role, sitting at home on your phone, wondering how the hell are we going to come together and tackle some of the biggest challenges we face.
Kind of a little bit like with you, sir. Talk about what you were nominated for in your album.
Yeah, so I was nominated for Adult Contemporary Album of the Year for my project, The Outer Circle. And as I sat at home with many other people for years, I realized that I had no new experiences to touch on. And I figured I would dive into my past and open up Pandora's box to some of these things that I was able to really push down and compress over years as things were busy. Suddenly when things weren't busy, I had a lot of those feelings coming up, so I was able to really write and dive into all that dirty laundry.
A lot of ways you guys are documenting our feelings on what we've been going through, so I think this is amazing. Great music, nomination, much deserved. I gotta let you guys go because it is hot where we are, and you guys deserve to go and party away in a cooler place. Congratulations for the both of you.
Check his album out. Let's go, baby. Junos, we did it.
Check his album out. You probably have already, though.
First, it was great to see you. Emotional yesterday, with the honor for your mom. I mean, it's been several hours. How do you reflect on this now?
Man, first thing I gotta say is that, I wish my mom was here to spend this time, you know what I mean? She loved the glitz, she loved the glam. So it's definitely good to be here to represent on behalf, but I wish she was here with me. Of course, I do have this right here, so in a sense she is here with me, you know what I mean? So that's a good thing, but I'm just glad that she's being represented for all that she's done, you know what I mean, in the community. Yeah, no, it's a really overwhelming experience.
We know what she's done for us. Is it shocking to you that there are people who don't know all the things that she's done for the Canadian music industry?
Yes, it is shocking, but at the same time, we're coming from an underrepresented part of the industry, you know what I mean? So even today, my mom was fighting in the foundation stages to get the reggae music category up to the same level as the pop, the rock, you know what I mean? So the struggle continues today. She passed the baton, you know what I mean? She ran her leg extremely well. She gave us some good lead running, She gave us a good lead, and now we just have to keep it going, keep the energy going.
Well, I told you, she did a lot for me. She's one of the first publicists to allow me to do interviews. So I will always, always have love for her. And the fact that she and I won Junos together the same year, so I will never, ever forget that. If there's one thing you want to make sure that people know about her, what would it be?
My mom was a tireless fighter. She broke through glass ceilings and smashed through color barriers. Something that she instilled in us and something that we will continue to do and continue to keep going as we move forward.
Congratulations and God bless.
Thank you very much, Rudy. And you know, I think that was the first time we saw each other yesterday, right? Since everything went down, so I really felt the love in that embrace. You know, I'm glad that you were able to share and experience my mom as I was able to as well. Thank you for sharing that love with us as well yesterday.
Hey, look, I remember several years ago, thank you for the invite to the barbecue, because that was good, man.
Yes, no, appreciate it. Thank you, Rudy, all the time.
We always knew this was going to happen, that you were not just going to walk this, that you would be a nominee. How does it feel fulfilling that destiny?
Like destiny.
Because that's what it is. When you heard about the nomination, I mean, what were your thoughts?
Honestly, I was a bit shocked. I just wasn't anticipating or expecting it for this project. No, I don't know why I wasn't, you know, I wasn't sure. It was a weird year for me. Last year, I didn't get to market this project as much as I wanted, so I didn't feel I got a chance to really put my foot into the promotion of it. But that's not what it's about. It's about the music, and the music spoke for itself, and I'm just grateful that it did.
What has driven you all these years? I've always said you're like this little stick of dynamite. You know, light the fuse, kaboom. What is it? What's the ingredients?
I feel like it's perseverance, passion, the best team behind me, my family always having my back, and people that always want to see me go forward. They're not looking for personal interest or anything, and we collectively figure out what makes the most sense for the art, for the fans, for the show, for the whatever, for the outfit, whatever it is that we're doing. And you know, I grew up in a very artistic household, and it's manifesting outwardly now. So yeah, I feel like that's it.
No, and it, like I said, much deserved. Do you miss that job that you had? Deborah Cox just walking by over here. We'll see you in the press room. Oh, we have to see that. We have to see that.
Cannot wait to see that.
Deborah, very quickly, what do you think of this young lady?
This young lady is killing it. Killing it. There's so much incredible talent. Last night, I mean, I was just so spellbound and just so proud to see how much the city has grown with homegrown talent. So it's just beautiful to see. Congrats.
Thank you so much.
Yes, yes.
Deborah, we'll talk in the Q&A room, definitely. And there were two interviews I wanted, Deborah Cox and you. Because honestly, I think both of you are the stories for the Junos of 2022. What you did during the pandemic on an emotional feel and created such a buzz, I think will send ripples for a long time in the Canadian music industry. Congratulations on these nominations. You deserve to be on this red carpet.
Oh my God, I've got goosebumps. Thank you so much. You're so kind. Thank you. Thank you so much.
How is this ride feeling? Because you're traveling the world, you're here.
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, like, yesterday morning I was in Budapest, and right after this I'm going to Switzerland. So it's been crazy, but I'm so glad that I'm here. I'm so glad that I've been able to come home and like represent, and thank you so much for having me, guys. This is wild.
Can't keep you very long. One more question. What advice can you give those folks out there who feel like they're in a dark place? What advice can you give them that hopefully they can do what you've been able to do in their own way?
Oh my goodness. Talk to yourself like you would talk to your friend. You would never be like, what's going on? You're not trying hard enough, or like, you're not looking good enough. You would never say that to a friend, so why the hell are you saying that to yourself? So I would say definitely, like, be kind to yourself, and especially your body. Like, you realize that, like, it doesn't only just like model clothes. It's a thing that like births children. It's a thing that like gets you places. It's a thing that like, yeah, it's amazing. So be kind to yourself for sure.
Congratulations, my queen. Have a good time today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's really nice.
Carl, I say this to you all the time. I'm tired of talking to you, man. It's like red carpets, it's like nominations, it's like award wins, it's like big music, big records, big money,
Wow.
fashion, jewelry, traveling around the world. I follow you on Instagram. You're on this side of the world, you're on that side. Oh, I happen to be in Montreal. What is it with you, my friend, that there are no barriers when it comes to Carl Wolf?
Man, you know what? 4 simple words.
Truth.
Don't F with no. You know what? I'm just loving life. I love what I do. I'd make music whether we're winning, whether we're losing. I just love music, and I'm so blessed to be even part of this. Where I'm nominated again for Best Dance Recording. To be here, seeing you, seeing everybody again in the flesh, I'm so happy.
What's the single you're nominated for?
Getaway.
What's the song about?
Pretty much getting the hell out of here when the pandemic was happening.
Well, isn't that funny? Because that's kind of like your thing. Like, you don't stay in one spot. Why?
Man, I love to travel. I just love to keep it energetic, keep it moving. I feel like it's like water. Once there's no movement, kind of gets stale.
Okay, now you signed a deal in the U.S. recently, right?
I did, a publishing deal and a record deal for 2 albums for 2 years. So a lot of music coming your way, starting with the first single, Don't F With Me.
Oh man, amazing. And then there was something else that you were doing too, and I can't think of it right. What else is going on?
Oh my God, I'm the spokesman for NFT Basel, yeah, for musical talents. So I'm the advisor. It's really cool. I'm also starting my own record company. So a lot of crazy things happening.
Okay, so what scientist is going to clone you to be able to make all these things happen, or are you just doing it on your own, man?
I don't know. I've got a good team. I've got my publicist, Karine, my manager, Pascal. I've got a really cool family.
All right, brother. I'm going to let you go. You know, big love for you always. I am so honored to always have a chance to speak to you on the red carpet or on Zoom or in person or just conversation. You truly are a great representation of Canadian music. Congratulations.
You're the man. Love you, Rudy.
Woo! JP, finally, man, this ain't Zoom. This is LIVE Live.
We here for real.
Brother, how does it feel, man, walking this red carpet?
It feels great. I'm having a good time, trying to be as present as I can. Make the most of it.
Tell me something, man. Are you inspired by this? Because there have been, like, for example, yesterday at the dinner, there have been so many inspiring, great stories of what people have been dealing with personally and putting it in their music. Have you been inspired by this, Juno?
Yes. I mean, I'm inspired by community, and I feel like I'm a part of one. So I'm grateful I'm here.
You're definitely that, because you've inspired so many. 2 nominations, correct?
Yeah.
What are the nominations again?
Album of the Year and Artist of the Year.
And of course the album is?
Dangerous Levels of Introspection.
How does it represent you, man?
It's the inside of my brain. The part of it that I don't let out all that easily in a conversation, but if I spend a year thinking about how to express myself and get it as close to the nuances of what it feels like in the parts of myself that I'm honestly the most afraid of.
Now, you did a performance, I think it was for the fans. I'm trying to remember where it was, during Fan Fest or something, or you did something like the last couple of days?
I mean, this afternoon I played a bunch of songs in Trinity Bellwoods Park.
How was that, man?
It was fun. I mean, honestly, just hanging. I feel like the music is so personal that the people who connect with it, like, it becomes like a little family. So I like to be able to hang out with that family.
Okay, when you're done here, man, you traveling the world again?
I hope so, yeah. I'm touring. I got Toronto shows coming up, July 14th and 15th, Danforth Music Hall. Everyone's invited.
Yeah, brother. You got to be down there. And then, of course, you got the world tour.
World tour?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. I'm touring with Louis Capaldi in Europe. That'll be fun. Alicia Keys in August.
Brother, you put it all together. Look, I know I got to let you go. Juno's going to be starting very soon. Congratulations on all the success.
Thanks, Rudy. Good to see you.
Sorry. Here we go. We got Walk Off the Earth here. Juno winners, Juno nominees. But here's the thing. It's not so much about Walk Off the Earth. It's about... Oh my goodness. Who is this princess and what has she done to make history at the Juno Awards?
His name's Romeo. He's a boy.
Oh, boy. Oh my goodness. I feel like an idiot. Romeo, forgive me, please.
It's okay. We forgive him. So he loves food and he eats everything in sight. And we have a food discovery show called Romeo Eats, and we were nominated for the music that we created for this show.
Romeo, how does it feel that you're not just following your parents' footsteps, but who knows, I got a feeling you might eclipse them and maybe even be better than your parents.
Better than Dada?
Star Romeo?
You're better. Yeah.
Did you know that he was always musically inclined? Like, what happened here?
Yeah, we saw signs of it, and they're around music all day. It's our careers and art and being creative. So we saw it in them, and then we just kind of went from there.
Incredible. Like, let me ask you this. When did you notice something was going on here where it's like, we got ourselves a musical genius here.
There's like an early video of Romeo strumming on a uke, and like it's not just like some kid hitting a uke. There's like some real rhythm. There's some nice cadence going on. It's special.
This is incredible. Okay, so what do you predict for the future? I mean, we had a Juno nomination, which is amazing. What do you think is going to happen in the future with our future superstar here? And like I said, you know, Weekend Bieber may have to move over here.
Well, I mean, there is a third volume in the works. So we got a whole other set of music coming down the pipe, and it's already ready to put in the bun in the oven and have her ready to go.
I cannot wait for this. Romeo, I'm going to let you have the last word. What do you want to say to all your fans out there who are going to follow you for years and years to come?
Say thank you, Romy homies.
Say thank you, Romy homies.
He wants to say thank you to all the Romy homies out there. He just woke up from a nap 7 minutes ago and it's really hot in here.
Romeo's just too cool for the microphone. That's what it's all about. Folks, congratulations on the nomination and looking forward to Walk Off the Earth and new music in the future. There we go.
June 18th, Budweiser stage. June 18th, Budweiser stage. Walk Off the Earth.
Love it. Thanks, guys.